At Easter Seals of Southern California, we believe it's important to be able to manage how stress can inhibit us from bringing our best to the workplace and the communities we serve. Caring for others is a bit like being a kettle. Every day you wake up and start pouring your energy, your time, and your love into the people around you. Whether it's making breakfast, lending a listening ear, or simply being there when someone needs you, you're always giving a part of yourself. You keep giving and giving, pouring out your energy, sometimes without even realizing how much you're giving away. It can feel endless, like there's always someone who needs you, always another task to do. But even kettles need to be refilled. If you keep pouring without stopping, eventually you'll run dry. That's why it's so important to pause and take a moment for yourself, to replenish what you've given. You deserve a moment to cool down and refill your own cup. Taking time to rest, even if it's just a few quiet minutes, helps you recharge and find your balance again. Your well-being matters, not just for you, but for everyone you care for. When you feel good, you're able to give your best to those around you, and your happiness lifts up the people you love. Taking breaks isn't selfish, it's essential. A walk in the park, a deep breath on the balcony, or a few moments of quiet reflection can make all the difference in your day. Just like a car can't run on empty, neither can you. You need fuel, rest, joy, and self-care to keep going strong. Ignoring your own needs leads to stress, and that can impact your health and your ability to care for others. When you're running on empty, even small challenges can feel overwhelming. Remember, you're doing a wonderful job, even though it may not always feel like it. The little things you do every day make a big difference, even if they sometimes go unnoticed. Taking care of yourself means you can keep taking care of those who matter most. So give yourself permission to pause, breathe, and refill your cup. You deserve it, and so do the people who depend on you. Stress can be sneaky. It doesn't always show up with flashing lights or loud alarms. Sometimes it tiptoes into your day, hiding behind a busy schedule or a never-ending to-do list. You might not even notice it at first, but it's there, quietly building up in the background. It whispers instead of shouts, making it easy to ignore until it starts to affect how you feel or act. Maybe you find yourself zoning out during meetings or forgetting why you walked into a room. These little moments are stress's way of nudging you and hoping you won't notice. You might not even realize it's there until you're snapping at the checkout clerk because they're slow, or feeling your patience run thin over the smallest things. Suddenly the tiniest inconvenience feels like a mountain, and you wonder why you're so on edge. Or maybe you find yourself lying awake at night, counting ceiling tiles instead of drifting off to sleep. Your mind races with worries or replaying the day's events. We've all been there, tossing and turning, wishing for just a few hours of peaceful rest. Those are just stress gremlins messing with your mojo, sneaking into your thoughts and making everything feel a little heavier. They love to show up when you least expect it, turning simple tasks into overwhelming challenges. Other signs might be feeling constantly tired, getting headaches, or noticing aches and pains that seem to come out of nowhere. Maybe you're more irritable than usual, or you just can't seem to shake that feeling of being worn out, no matter how much you rest. Or maybe you just want to hide from the world under a blanket fort. Perfectly acceptable, by the way, if the fort has snacks. Sometimes a little retreat is exactly what you need to recharge and regroup. The important thing is to recognize these signs and not beat yourself up about them. Stress is a normal part of life, and noticing it is the first step to taking care of yourself. Give yourself permission to pause and check in with how you're feeling. We all feel stressed sometimes. It's human. You're not alone. And everyone has their own version of stress gremlins. Sharing your experiences with others can help lighten the load and remind you that it's okay to ask for support. The key is to have a few quick tricks up your sleeve to shoo those gremlins away, whether it's deep breathing, writing things down, or just taking a moment for yourself. Small steps can make a big difference in keeping stress in check. Life moves fast, and sometimes it feels like there's barely a moment to catch your breath, but even in the busiest days, you can find small pockets of time to reset and recharge. Here are 3 simple ways to hit the reset button, even if you only have a minute to spare. These quick resets are designed for real life. No fancy equipment, no special skills, just a willingness to pause and care for yourself right where you are. First, move your body. You don't need to run a marathon or even change into workout clothes. Just stand up and stretch your arms overhead, roll your shoulders, or wiggle your toes under your desk. If you can, take a quick walk around the block or even just around your living room. These small movements wake up your muscles, get your blood flowing, and can instantly shift your mood. Even a minute of gentle movement can help release tension and bring a sense of energy back into your day. Second, name your stress. When you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to identify what's bothering you. Say it out loud, jot it down in a notebook, or even sing it to your pet goldfish if you have one. Giving your stress a name helps you take away its power. It's like shining a light on the stress gremlin hiding in the shadows and saying, "Aha, I see you, and you're not the boss of me." This simple act of naming your feelings can help you gain perspective and feel more in control, even on tough days. And third, connect with someone or something outside yourself. Call or text a friend, share a laugh, or simply hug a loved one. Furry friends absolutely count. If you're alone, step outside and listen to the birds, feel the breeze, or notice the world around you. Even a brief moment of connection, whether with another person, a pet, or nature, reminds us that we're not alone. These small resets can help you feel grounded, supported, and ready to take on whatever comes next. You're doing an incredible job, often under challenging circumstances. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself is not an indulgence, it's a necessity. It's like putting on your own oxygen mask first on an airplane. You can't help others if you're struggling to breathe yourself. As the brilliant Maya Angelou said, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated." In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. This week, try just one of the reset strategies we talked about. Even a small step can make a big difference. If you're feeling overwhelmed, remember there are resources available to help. Talk to your doctor, reach out to a support group, or explore online resources. Taking a moment for yourself isn't selfish, it's self-care. At ESSC, we believe that's the most generous gift you can give to yourself and those